Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we will learn about the difference between class and ID. Okay, the difference between class and ID in CSS. Let's start. Now you can see in this particular editor I have written within the HTML tag the difference between class and ID, which is our topic. Now before giving the difference between class and ID, I would like to mention the definition of the class and ID. Okay, within the HTML comments, okay, you know how to put your HTML comments. This is HTML comments. Now I would like to give the definition of the class first. Okay, it can be used to reference multiple elements. Okay, multiple elements. It means class can be used to give reference to the multiple elements. Okay, every class must start with a dot sign. Okay, this is dot sign. Okay, means whenever you want to start the class, it means you have to start with a dot sign, and it can be of any name, and it can be of any name. Okay, you can give it any name, but remember one thing, before giving the name you have to give the dot sign. Okay, it cannot be used for a unique identity. Okay, means you cannot use a class for the unique identity, because you can give a class reference to the multiple elements altogether. Means you can repeat a class with any number of tags and with anywhere in your web page. Okay, this is the definition of the class. Now if I talk about ID, okay, it can be used to give reference to a single element. This is the definition. Means class you can repeat with the multiple elements, but ID you cannot repeat. Okay, it can be used to give reference to a single element. Okay, and every ID must start with a hash sign. Okay, and it can be of any name as per your own requirement. But remember one thing, every ID must start with a hash sign. Okay, sorry, I put the dollar sign over here. Okay, just put the hash sign over here. Okay, every ID must start with a hash sign over here, and it can be of any name. Okay, it can be used as a unique identity. Okay, means ID can be used as a reference as a unique identity. Okay, this is the definition of the class and ID, or you can say this is the difference between class and ID if I talk about the definition. Okay, now if I want to implement it practically, now you can see suppose I have a paragraph over here. Okay, this is the first paragraph, this is the end of the paragraph. Now within this paragraph I would like to write some content onto this particular paragraph. Okay, what I will do, I'm just opening your browser, that is Google Chrome, and want to open the website, that is google.co.in. Okay, within the Google website just look for the dummy dummy text, okay, which I want to place onto the web page. Okay, look for this one. Okay, just copy it, paste, let it be this text I want to use. Okay, copy it and paste it within your paragraph. This is the first paragraph, and again I want to write the second paragraph, this one. Okay, within the paragraph tag I would like to implement this particular text and just paste it over here. This is your second paragraph, and again I want to make a third paragraph. In my example I will implement 3 paragraphs. Okay, and this is the third paragraph which I want to implement. Copy it and just paste it. Okay, now just close it. Okay, now you can see this is your your text. Okay, I have one heading tag. This is comment which I have written. for the definition of the class and ID, and these we have 3 paragraphs, 1, 2 and 3, and just save it and try to refresh the page. I have saved the file within this particular folder, okay, and with this particular name div.html, and just try to refresh the page. Okay, now you can see this is simple your paragraph tags and one of your heading tag. Now what I want is I want to set multiple properties for the each paragraph. Okay, here in the definition I would like to write one more thing, okay, within the class. Okay, it can also be used to set multiple properties for the same tag. Okay, this is the main thing, means class can also be used to set multiple properties for the same tag. As you all can see, we have 3 paragraphs, but I want to set multiple properties, different properties for the same tags. There we need the properties of a class. There we need class. Okay, first of all I would like to introduce some properties within the CSS, and I hope you all know how to implement the CSS properties. Okay, before closing the head tag, just put style tag. Okay, style type is equal to text/CSS, and you all know within this whatever I will write will be the properties of CSS. Okay, now if I set P, you all know P is a paragraph. Okay, now within this particular paragraph I just write color and I say let it be red. If I save it and try to refresh it, you all know we have 3 paragraphs, 1, 2 and 3. It means all 3 paragraphs properties, color property will be red right now. Okay, just try to refresh it. You all know, you can see if I see let it be blue. Okay, and I say font family, I say Comic Sans MS, I say font size, let it be 18 pixels. Now all these properties will set to each of the paragraph, because I am setting the properties of the paragraph. So it means wherever you set paragraph within this particular web page, okay, you can see it will implement same properties for each paragraph. Okay, this is your paragraph properties. Now what I want is I want to set different property for each paragraph tag. Okay, remember one thing what I said, I want to set different property, is this different property for each paragraph, okay, as different properties. Then we set the properties as a class. Okay, now you can see in my previous videos I have uploaded a video of introduction to CSS. Okay, if you have not familiar with the CSS properties, okay, you can watch that particular video, that is introduction to CSS. I will give a description of that particular video on my description section. Okay, now you can see I just put dot, I am going to make a class now, dot, I say style1. Okay, now dot, it represents the class, and style1 is what is the name of the class. It can be any name, you can give the name as per your own choice, but remember one thing, you have to put dot first. Don't give space after the dot. Okay, this is invalid. Okay, it should be a single word, dot, give the name of the class. Okay, now whatever property I want to set for this particular class, just mention the property. I say color, let it be magenta. I say font, magenta. I say let it be font weight, that's for bold text. Okay, you can make as many as classes as per your own requirement. I say dot style2, I say let it be color, I say red, I say font, let it be text, decoration, I say underline. Now you can say in this particular style I have set the properties of the paragraph, that property, this property will implement by default on every paragraph, this paragraph and this paragraph, as you can see in the output. Okay, now what I want is I want to set this paragraph properties as different properties from other paragraphs. Then for that we have to make classes. Okay, to make classes you have to put the dot sign, give it any name and mention the properties you want to set. Okay, now if I try to see the web page by refreshing it, you can see nothing output will be there, nothing change will happen, because after making the classes you have to implement it. After making the classes you have to implement it. Okay, where to implement? Where you want to set these properties to any of the tag. Now what I want is, I want to set this class properties onto the second paragraph. What I will do, within this particular paragraph, just give a space and just mention a property class and give the style name which I want to implement. That is paragraph class is equal to style1. It means whenever I refresh it, after saving it, just try to refresh it, you can see the property will be different. You can see it's coming like bold and font, and you can say font color. Okay, I put the wrong spelling of magenta. Okay, you can see, just refresh it. Now you can see it is setting different properties. Okay, now I want, I set letter spacing, let it be 2 pixels. Okay, I say line height, let it be 30 pixels. Means wherever you implement this class with the name of style1, on that particular tag these properties will be implemented. Okay, just try to save it and refresh it. You can see letter spacing means the space between alphabets. Okay, this is a line height. Okay, the space between 2 lines, and the color, and you can say your font. Every property will be changed. Okay, now you can see if I remember, if we look at the size will remain common, because you can see these properties will remain common to the every paragraph. Only those properties will be set as different properties which I have mentioned over here. Means color will be different. Okay, font weight will be bold, will be there. Okay, and letter spacing will be there, and line height will be there. Okay, it means these property will be different, and this property will remain common. Okay, for the paragraph and for this particular class also, because this is the primary property. Okay, this is the use of class. Now the second class is I have made with the name of style2. I want to set this particular class over third paragraph. Just give a space and class, I want to implement style2 over here. Save it and just try to refresh it. You can see this property will implement it over here. You can see underline is there. Okay, now suppose if I give the underline, this property over here with the paragraph. Okay, so it means what I said, these properties which we have written within the paragraph, this will implemented within the each of the paragraph. See, it means underline now will be onto the every paragraph, because this is a common property. Which property you want to set a different property, that property you have to set within the class only. So it means underline will be there only where you implement this particular class. And you all can see I have implemented this style2 within the third paragraph. So it means underline will be only onto the third paragraph. Just try to refresh it. Now you can see there it is. Okay, now you can see I want to set alignment. Okay, I want to set alignment for the each paragraph as center, as justify. So it means I have to put alignment onto the paragraph itself. I say text alignment, I say justify. You can see each paragraph will be put as justify alignment. Okay, I want to set its line height as 40 pixels. I want to increase it. Then it means I have implemented style2 over here. I will put line height as 40 pixel over here. It means only this paragraph line spacing will be there. You can see. Okay, that means this is your classes. Now you can see as per the definition, classes can be used to reference multiple elements. Every class must start with a dot sign, as you know. It can be of any name. It cannot be used as a unique identity. Means we cannot use it as a unique identity. It means whenever you make a class, you can implement this class with any number of tags and anywhere in the web page. Now suppose I have implemented this class over here, okay, with the paragraph tag. Now suppose I want to implement this class for this particular heading tag also, then you can also do this. I say class, which class? I say style1. Now you can see I have implemented this class 2 times, first with the heading 1 tag and second with the paragraph tag. Okay, this is the definition, as per the definition. You can see its property will be similar to this one. Okay, understood? I hope you understood the concept of classes. Okay, now if I give the example of ID, okay, you can see ID can be used to give reference to a single element. Okay, it cannot be it can be used as a unique identity. It can be used as a unique identity. It means you cannot repeat an ID property with multiple tags. Okay, you can give reference ID to ID as a single element, and every ID must start with a hash sign. Okay, for example, I would like to give a heading tag over here. Okay, h1. I say let it be, you can say ID selector. Okay, just give the heading tag closed. Now you can say I just refresh it. Now you can say this is h1 tag. Okay, this is again h1 tag. What I want to set is this heading tag property as an ID, and you all know, as per the definition, every ID must start with a hash sign. Put hash sign, and it can be of any name. I say style1, means dot represents the class and hash represents the ID. What property I want to set? Let it be color, let it be blue. Okay, font family, let it be Forte, and font size, let it be 48 pixels, and text alignment, let it be center. Now if I try to refresh it, you can see nothing will be happen, because I have to implement this particular ID also. Okay, like you implement the classes with the help of class property. To implement an ID, you have to use here ID is equal to which name? I say style1 name. Now you can see, if I try to refresh it, you can see this property will be different. Okay, it is this text is implementing the property of this particular ID. Now if I put like over here class, it means it will implement these properties, you can see. Okay, so this is the difference between a class and an ID. Remember one thing, always remember one thing. Okay, you can implement class and ID to any of the tag. Okay, means I can implement this a class to this particular heading h1 tag also, and I can implement this particular ID with the help of the h1 tag also. But remember one thing, classes can be used repeatedly, means you can repeat a class with any number of tags. Like you can see, I have used this particular style1 with the class tag and with the paragraph tag. It means I have repeated this. Okay, but remember one thing, IDs can be used only for unique identity. Means if you want to repeat an ID, don't repeat that, because general practice is this कि IDs can be used to give reference to a single element, but don't repeat it. It can be used as a unique identity, unique reference. Okay, so this is an example of your class and ID, and this is a difference. Okay, now I would like to give one more difference. I just want to make one more class. I say dot style3. I have just make a class. Color, let it be which color? Brown. Okay, I say text, decoration, let it be underline, and I say overline. You can give it both. Okay, it means whenever you implement style3 class, its text decoration will become as underline as well as overline. Both will become. Okay, now I say text transform, I say uppercase, means I want to set all the letters as uppercase letters. Now what I want is, I want to implement this style3 class only to a single word or a single sentence. Okay, now I would like to implement this class over here only, this one. That's it. I want to implement this class, style3 class, onto this particular 4 words, this one. For that, what you have to do, where is that text? This is it, over here. I want to implement that class over here. What I would like to do, I will give a span tag over here and just close the span tag like this. Okay, you can see span tag. What is span tag? Span tag, its output will, nothing will be there. See, if I try to refresh it, nothing will be there, because span tag doesn't have any output. it will act like a boundary. Okay, span tag will act like a boundary. Okay, means if I put class, and which class name? Style3 class name. It means within this span tag, whatever I have written and whatever class I have mentioned, okay, only these properties will be implemented, only this onto this particular text only. Onto remaining paragraph, the normal properties of paragraph will be implemented. Okay, if I try to refresh it, you can see this is the output. This is the difference. Okay, if I suppose I would like to implement here, I say span. Okay, just close the span tag over here. Okay, I just would like to implement class. Which class I want to implement? You can implement any of the class as per the requirement. As you all know, as I said, a class can be repeated any number of times with any number of tags. I3 style, let it be 2. Okay, it means within this particular word, this styles property will be implemented. See, try to refresh it. You can see the property will be different. Okay, you know, classes and IDs are very important topic as per your web development is concerned within the HTML and CSS. Okay, I hope you understood these particular properties. Okay, one more thing I would like to introduce. Okay, in this particular style tag, okay, in this particular style tag, I have implemented 3 things. Okay, I have just mentioned it within this particular, you know, HTML tag, HTML comments, tag selector, okay, comma, class selector, and you know, ID selector. Okay, I have used 3 selectors over here. Now I have given explanation of video onto my previous videos. Okay, you can watch that particular video, that is introduction to CSS, for the definition, for the example of these all 3 selectors. Okay, but I would like to implement, I would like to give you a small description for this. Okay, whenever, what is tag selector? Means, you know, paragraph is a tag. So it means whenever I give properties to a particular tag, to any of the tag, that is called a tag selector. And this is a class selector, this one. Okay, this is class selector, this is class selector, this is class selector, and this is your ID selector. In CSS we have 3 types of selectors. This is tag selector, a class selector, and ID selector. This is example of your selectors, and this is the difference between ID and a class. I hope you understood this particular concept. Okay, I hope you all are enjoying my videos. Okay, if you are learning a lot, okay, kindly like, comment, and subscribe my channel for your support. Thank you everyone.